Hello, guys. It's Divas on a Dime here, and we're here to talk about a subject that's been on our minds for a minute, and we have to speak out on it. And, just want to say what we're about to talk about, you may not want to hear it, and that's fine, but please hear us out. And if you decide to unfollow us, that's cool too. But we have to speak out on it. And Christy, take it away.
All right, guys. So there's so much that we are observing on IG that we can't remain silent on this anymore. I mean, like seriously, what is this community coming to? What is it becoming? And what sort of values and beliefs are we passing down to the next generation of blurs? We're talking and speaking on the influx of the adult themed cosplays that are just being flooded and promoted on social media. Now, I mean, everyone is free to their own opinions and people like what they like. However, I mean, seriously, for the youth on there, what are we teaching the young women? That their value is in their bodies and that it should just be on public display? And for free, no less. What is going on? Are we teaching the young men to exploit and encourage their sisters to continue to produce the adult themed content and ride on their coattails for likes and follows? Because that's what we're observing on here. And it's absolutely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, this isn't a new concept. Anyone listening to this, I encourage you to research the tragic story of Sarah Baartman. She was a South African woman that was placed on public display in a freak show throughout Europe in the 19th century due to her large posterior and large breast. And ladies, we're not shaming you that produce the adult themed content, but hear us out on this. Like, I mean, there needs to be some sort of separation. Like either placing the page on
Private.
on private or putting it on OnlyFans. I mean, at least get something out of it for, showing your goods. Like make a profit and, in turn invest in yourself. Cuz I mean, let's be real, like there's no like long-term benefit in doing that. After a while, like things take a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Gravity starts talking to the girls.
Yep.
Okay? And I mean, do you not realize that every time you strategically place that camera on your breast or on your behind, that you are voluntarily repeating the traumas that Sarah Baartman and so many of our female ancestors endured on the auction blocks during slavery? And to you men that continue to perpetuate this and use these ladies producing the adult content, we can't tell the difference between you and the European settlers that viewed our ancestors on those auction blocks or from a modern day pimp. We're just keeping it real.
Yeah.
The only currency at this point right now is just the likes and follows. And I mean, and for you men, some of you that are fathers, or maybe you are looking to become a father in the future, you don't think that karma is going to come back onto you? At some point, you will have a daughter or even a female relative or someone that ends up producing that sort of content. And you're going to tell us that you're going to be in support of them doing that. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
And you call yourselves protecting your queens. You can protect them by encouraging them and telling them that they're beautiful and that they're brilliant and that they don't have to use just their bodies to get attention or to achieve any type of goal that they want.
That's right.
Like equally produce or promote women across the board that are out here doing things.
That's right.
And not just using their bodies to get what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, people are going to become desensitized to this consistent exposure to bouncing breasts and gyrating behinds. It causes that person to lose their value. Because at the end of the day, people are going to look at that because that's just what happens, just human nature. But I mean, that person is no longer a person. There's no separation or just seeing that that's an individual, as a person. People really, and another thing, people really need to take firm of whatever stance it is that they're going to on this subject, because we're observing some men that are saying one thing when they hear someone oppose this,
Right.
and then in another breath, if they're in another live or something, they're like all for it.
That's right.
I mean, which side are you on? Like, pick a side. And finally, either way, I just feel like, or we both feel, that the adult theme should be, on the OnlyFans. At least let the girls benefit from the content that they're producing.
Mm-hmm.
And please, let's protect the young blurs.
Right.
They're young, they're impressionable, their identities are being formed, and they need to know that they don't have any way of knowing, especially their brain development, knowing that's just one aspect of that person, but that's not all encompassing of who they are. So we just implore you all to really just think on this. And, if anyone's offended by this, it is what it is. You're entitled to your opinion. And if you want to unfollow,
that's fine.
We totally respect that.
Right.
Did you have anything else you want to say?
No, you pretty much summed it up. So again, just take time to hear us out. And again, you want to unfollow, that's fine. And until next time,